What terrifies me the most is not the power of an external aggressor, nor the inevitability of conflict, but the quiet, relentless erosion of our collective capacity for rational, sovereign decision-making. It is the sophisticated manufacturing of consensus, where objective truth is dismantled and replaced by narratives architected not by government mandate, but by the shadowy, algorithmically supported interests of corporate giants. We are entering a new age of digital warfare, and the front line isn't the trench or the sky. It is the information feed. This deep-seated fear finds its sharpest focus in the complex, high-stakes arena of international defense procurement. Specifically, the ongoing global debate between the American-led F-35 Lightning II program and its nimble, often overlooked Swedish competitor, the Saab Gripen E. This choice is more than a technical evaluation. It is a litmus test for national autonomy, and every day I watch as the test is rigged. The F-35 program is not merely a defense contract. It is a sprawling economic organism vital to the financial ecosystems of several mega-corporations, including those whose primary interface with us is digital. Google, Amazon, with its massive government cloud contracts, and other US-based tech giants have significant, often indirect but undeniable stakes in the continued global adoption of American platforms. They provide the core AI, the data management architecture, the cloud infrastructure, and the cutting-edge cybersecurity integration that makes programs like the F-35 viable and incredibly expensive. Their sponsored content, embedded across social platforms and delivered through search optimization pipelines, is not overtly political. It's insidious. It doesn't need to shout, "Buy the F-35." It only needs to whisper doubt about the alternative. What terrifies me is the realization that the informational scaffolding we rely upon, the very mechanism we use to research and learn, is being leveraged to sway public opinion away from viable, fiscally responsible alternatives like the Gripen E. The goal is to create a digital environment where the narrative of fifth-generation necessity becomes an unchallengeable axiom, and any alternative is dismissed as insufficient or unreliable, regardless of operational facts. The manufactured consensus against independence. The Gripen E represents a clear challenge to this manufactured consensus. Its advantages are glaringly obvious to an informed analyst. Operational independence and sovereignty. The Gripen E is designed for low maintenance, minimal logistical footprint, and extreme operational flexibility, particularly in dispersed environments. Crucially, its core software and maintenance regimes offer far greater national control, bypassing the deep dependency chains the F-35 imposes on customer nations, a dependency that extends to the data giants managing the logistical data. Life cycle cost. The cost per flight hour, CPFH, of the Gripen E is fractions of the F-35's. For nations with constrained defense budgets, choosing the F-35 means crippling future operational capacity just to afford the sticker price. Viability in the current threat landscape. While the F-35 excels at deep stealth, the Gripen E's focus on advanced electronic warfare, EW, and sensor fusion makes it incredibly effective in heavily contested airspace, often rendering the F-35's stealth advantage moot in a near-peer conflict scenario. Yet, watch the digital narrative unfold. The sponsored content, often cloaked in the guise of defense analysis or expert opinion, rarely addresses these merits. Instead, the focus is on two primary narrative attacks. The technical dismissal, magnifying the difference between 4.5 generation and 5th generation, as if this gap were insurmountable, ignoring the Gripen's revolutionary EW suite. The reliability smear, subtle pieces questioning Saab's production capacity or long-term support guarantees, often without factual basis, while simultaneously downplaying the F-35's well-documented struggles with readiness and spiraling costs. The terror lies in the speed with which this noise propagates. A truly excellent, cost-effective, and strategically sound option is being drowned out, not by a better product, but by an infinitely deeper advertising budget tied to an infrastructure that controls the flow of information itself. To be an informed citizen in this era is to be an active skeptic. It requires cutting through the algorithmic noise designed to promote a specific economic outcome, disguised as a patriotic or technical necessity. My fear is that we will become so accustomed to having our decisions preemptively filtered that we lose the muscle memory of objective evaluation. We will choose the more expensive, less suitable, more dependency-heavy system, not because it is superior, but because the digital landscape made the alternative invisible. Therefore, vigilance is paramount. When navigating debates this critical to national security and fiscal health, we must actively search beyond the first page of search results. We must question the funding source of the independent analyst. We must focus fiercely on the objective metrics: CPFH, sortie rate readiness, sovereign control over logistics, and strategic fit for our specific defense doctrine. What terrifies me the most is a future where national governments and the publics they serve choose economic dependency over strategic autonomy simply because a corporate algorithm dictated the terms of the debate. To safeguard our decision-making is our final defense against the new information industrial complex. In this case, choosing the Gripen E is not just a defense choice, it is a vote for independence, transparency, and a return to rational procurement.